What's up? Today on class, we're doing ribs. Ready? Let's get to it. Alright guys, so all the joking and everything, funny, put it off to the side. So this right here is ultimately what we're going to be making. We're going to be making a quick little barbecue rub. I already got a little bit extra here, so I'm going to go ahead and just add it into my bowl here. Kind of already preset my stuff up. But what you're going to need here today, move this bowl out of the way. You're going to need brown sugar, some ground California chili pepper, sounds really good. You're gonna need some cayenne pepper, sea salt, little thyme, ginger, black pepper, paprika, garlic, onion, but not least, some Dijon mustard. You don't like Dijon, just use yellow. Show you what we're gonna do with this. So what I like to do is actually eyeball everything. What you're gonna want is a nice good helping worth of brown sugar. This is how I do this, guys. Put my hand on the bag and I squeeze the bag until I have that bit there on the top, and I just pour it right over. And I want about 2 of these. So you want roughly about 2 cups of brown sugar to start. Brown sugar. Salt. You want to do is put a nice little layer of salt right over the top of that, like that. Pepper. Now don't go too heavy on the pepper, because then you're going to get a lot of extra spice. Now the onion powder and garlic powder is where you're going to get a little heavy. But you definitely want to put a nice good layer of it right over the top like that. Do the same thing with your garlic. The same thing with your paprika, because your paprika, chili, and cayenne, that's what's going to give your barbecue rub that classic red, that like red hue and tint into your rub. That's what does it right there. It's the paprika, the chili powder, and the cayenne. And the chili powder is really what you want to use a lot of. The cayenne, just a little bit. It can get spicy. Get that ginger in there. I love ginger. It's one of my favorite flavors. And then I like to add in the thyme, and I use ground thyme, one of these type deals. Bam! Gloves are on. Let's go ahead and get to this. So what you're going to want to do, you got all your seasoning in here, just get your hands in here, and you want to just start moving it all around and start mixing it up to each other and break that sugar down, because the sugar will clump up in there. And you want to just make sure you separate it all, let all those dry ingredients dry that sugar out. Okay, like see how you get these clumps right there? Just want to break them down and separate all that sugar and put them right back in, and look at that. Now that we got our mix made, we can get over here to these ribs. We're going to open these things up. I'm going to show you how to take the silver skin out of the back of them, because that is one of the tricks to making really good ribs. Alright guys, so now we got our ribs up on the board. Alright, so first thing you want to do is you want to grab a knife like this, a little utility knife. You're going to flip all these guys over. You see mine are a little bit on the cleaner side, and before you get to this step of actually doing this whole process, you're going to want to actually take a towel and wipe them all out, and you're going to want to wipe the blood out on each side, so that way you are drying your meat off a little bit better. So you're going to get your ribs laid out, turn them over onto their backside. You can see this one, I went ahead and already scored all right there underneath the bone piece out. See if I can get this lifted up, and I'll show you how to rip that off. Sometimes they come already pre-done. Look, you can see here. See that? That shows me pure indication that that silver skin piece that's on here was already previously kind of ripped off and taken off. There's something a little like that. Or you can actually take your knife and just run your knife along the back side of your ribs to score all that off. You can eat your knife. And this is where we get our Dijon mustard. So what you want to do, take your Dijon mustard, shake it up first, jackass. I'm going to spray some Dijon right into the middle on these underbellies here. Just rub them down. Alright, let's go ahead and get all these rubbed down, both sides, and then I'll meet you back here, and we'll get that rub on them. All right. All right, guys. So now we got our ribs all coated up. You got your Dijon mustard on there. You got your silver skin, either ripped off, which I didn't get a chance to show you that because mine didn't have it on there, but one of these days I am going to show you. So either you have it ripped off or you score it. If you can't figure out how to rip it off, you could actually score it just like I showed you, and everything will be fine. So what we're going to get to now is this dry rub. We're going to get this dry rub all over these, get them onto a pan, get them in the refrigerator. Now with this preparation, you got to remember too, okay, is you have to let these sit in your refrigerator for a whole entire day. That is a beautiful thing right there. They're ready to go. And in fact, you're going to pull these out the next day at 3 o'clock in the afternoon and get them into the oven. Oh man, I don't know about you, but how about this movie magic? Check it out. Next day. So folks, we were supposed to do a little movie magic thing, and you know, look at that, it's now 3 o'clock in the afternoon the next day. But you know, because of this whole COVID bullshit, I can't have a couple people at my house right now, you know, so gotta stay safe and social distancing. So we're going to do this the best that we can, all right? So we're going to come right over here to the oven, and you want to go 300 degrees on your oven. So what we're going to do now is come over here to the refrigerator, and this is what we want to get out. This is what we put in there yesterday, and woo, doggy, you ready for this? Ooh, yeah! Let's take this plastic off. Man, those look delicious. So what you're going to do from here is you're going to wrap the pan in foil, and then after the foil, we're going to get them inside the oven. Alright, so now we got our oven all the way up to 300 degrees. Bam, 300 degrees. 3 o'clock, just like I told you where we were going to be at and what time these things needed to go in. So we're going to open this oven up, and we're going to get these bad boys in here, and they're going to stay in here for the next 3 hours. See you in 3 hours. Make sure you hit that like, subscribe, you know, all that other good fun stuff. Alright, let's get back to class. Littlefoot, this is Littlefoot. She's our weasel, also known as American ferrets. But this is her. She's awesome. Say what's up to the camera, baby. Oh yeah. Alright guys, so our 3 hours is up. Time to go ahead and pull these ribs out. Let's see what we got. these ribs out on the board, and I'm gonna show you how to cut these up real fast. Because me and my family are hungry. We want to eat.
Yeah.
So see this?
Hold on, let me go live real quick.
Go live. Got our, and you want to hold them straight up and down and go forward into the rib. And look at that. Get one of these bad boys off right here. Ooh, hot dog. Excuse me, ma'am. Your phone's in my... And you guys, this is what your rib should look like.
Don't focus on it.
Right off the bone. And I tell you what. Oh, I'm gonna burn my mouth, but I don't give a damn. This stuff is delicious. That's the way you do ribs. You're gonna love it. You're gonna thank me for it when you're done. And I tell you what, I'm ready to eat with my family. So again, thank y'all. Love you guys. Like, subscribe, share, do all that shit. I'll see you next Friday. Have a good one.